We are now stepping into the third wave of internet marketing. 2000 to 2010 was the era of long form sales letters. It was the beginning of social media. Messenger, Yahoo, MSN Messenger moving into the whole Facebook revolution. Google ads were very popular back then. The second wave of internet marketing was from 2010 to 2020 was a rise of social media, rise of video. We saw the rise of Facebook ads and so many other innovations happened. Now we are moving into the third wave. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 7 trends that you need to keep in mind if you want to capitalize on the next decade. Because what was working in the past may not work in the future. Let's get in.
Give it up for Siddharth Rajshekar!
Hey there, Siddharth Rajshekar. Welcome to this video, and I'm going to be sharing with you the 7 trends of the future when it comes to internet marketing. We are now moving into the third wave of internet marketing. Okay, the first wave was the beginning of social media. The second wave was the rise of social media, and we had platforms like video platforms. Internet also was getting faster and faster in the last decade, from 2010 to 2020, and now we are moving into the next phase from 2020 to 2030. I'm going to be sharing with you some ideas, and these are my views, these are my predictions of where things are moving. And if you can position yourself in the best possible way, trust me, you are going to be ahead of the curve. Okay, if you want to be ahead of the curve, just type game on in the comment box. Type game on in the comment box, and I would like you to hit that like button below on YouTube, like on my Facebook page, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell button to get notified on future videos like this. Okay, so the first trend where I see things moving is the whole aspect of digital ecosystems. You can see here, the biggest companies in the world right now are all ecosystems. Amazon is an ecosystem, Apple is an ecosystem, Airbnb is an ecosystem. You look at all the big names, the most valuable companies in the world, they have an ecosystem of their own. Now, it's not just that the big companies should have these ecosystems. Even small companies, even small businesses can start off their own ecosystem. For example, I have an ecosystem of around 35,000 people in my community right now on my own platform. If I send one message right now, I have 35,000 registered students who are going through all my courses. Now, is it as big as Amazon or Facebook? No, far from it. But do you think it's really going to give me better control to grow my business? Absolutely yes. So when you're able to build your own digital ecosystem, you'll have much better control over your own business. You'll also have much better connection with your community, which comes to the second point. The future, the second trend of the future is building communities. It is not just selling products. If you are able to serve a community after they have bought your product, if you're able to nurture your customers after they have bought your product, you can have lifelong customers, you can get feedback from the community, and you can serve them even better and help solve their problems. So those people who are in a transactional business, their business is going to be very short-lived, I should say. If you're not taking care of your customers after they have bought your product, there's going to be a timeline to which you can grow, and you're going to be hitting a point where you'll have to redefine yourself. And better you start redefining yourself right now by building communities. When I say building communities, what I mean by that is by taking your idea of serving people and taking it to a level where you can support them after they have bought your product. You can do webinars, weekly webinars only for customers. You can have a Telegram group or a WhatsApp group or a Facebook group to continue to adding value to your paid customers, so that you're able to establish a bond with them where they're loyal to you and they're looking forward to what's coming. And then you can take feedback from your customers and you can actually innovate better in your product development. So that's the second trend for the future, is building communities. Now the third trend for the future, the third prediction that I have, is micro niche positioning. You cannot just afford to be just another business coach, career coach, just another dash, whatever dash. You have to now start thinking in terms of narrowing it down and making it much better. For example, I have somebody in my community who was a business coach, and when he started to build his own online courses and coaching, he understood that there were many people doing the same things. And then he had a passion in food. And then once he started to position himself as a food entrepreneur coach, where he helps food entrepreneurs grow their business and he narrowed it down or niched it down or went micro niche on helping food businesses grow, that's when he started to see the results. So he had a passion in the topic. He had the skill sets that he anyway had as a business coach, and he amalgamated the business coaching along with the true passion and made it into a micro niche, and that's what helped him succeed. So if you want to be valuable in the marketplace, you have to look at micro niche positioning, and that is also going to be more relevant in the next decade. If this makes sense, just type makes sense in the comment box, because this is what's going to differentiate. If you want to serve everybody, you cannot serve anyone. If you want to sell to everyone, you're going to sell to nobody. People want to connect with specialists. They don't want to connect with generalists. So be specific. The third one is podcasting. I'm seeing a rise in podcasting. And if you want to tune into my podcast, just search for Freedom Business Podcast. Go to Apple, iTunes, and you can just subscribe to my podcast. Okay, besides doing regular videos on YouTube, I'm also podcasting on a regular basis. And I'll tell you why podcasting is good is because it's a single sensory medium. And a lot of people who are listening to my podcast are from all over the world. And people can be, you can listen to my podcast even during your downtime. You don't have to actually sit and watch a video like this. You can be doing other things. You could be traveling. You could be, going from one place to the other, and you can keep listening to what I'm saying. Now, if you are able to do the same thing, you can establish a deeper connection with your audience through podcasting as compared to video. Okay, so I've been observing the trend in the Western world, because what happens in the Western world is what comes to India. And right now, podcasting is huge. Some of the biggest influencers in the world, where brands are actually giving them a lot of money to actually make talk about their brand and company, are all podcasters. Instagram influencers are okay for lifestyle products and lifestyle brands. And yes, there are some of them who have millions of followers and who have large influence. Even on YouTube, there have many influencers in the tech and gadget review space, where the tech companies send, the product to these influencers and they review them. That's fine. But podcasters who have a large number of downloads, who have a large influence, who have a regular fan following, they can have, they have a much deeper connection with their audience. Okay. So podcasting is the fourth trend of the future. The fifth trend is doing in-depth videos like this, long form videos. All of you just type long form in the comment box. Okay. Long form is long format. See, this video is right now, I'm already 7 minutes into the video. Anything that is minimum 10 minutes in duration is great for YouTube. Okay. Because there are two kinds of content. You have like lean forward content and lean backward content. This is a lean backward content, where you're leaning back and you're listening to it and you're going through all the 7 different trends from start to finish, and you're giving me 10 minutes of your time, 10 to 15 minutes of your time. Now, if you're able to do more of this, you'll have much better quality and much better engaged audience, as compared to the lean forward content, where you're just endlessly scrolling on your phone, just looking at 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, like anything less than 2 minutes videos. It's really not going to be substantial for your audience. Okay. So what I mean by that is, if you are able to go in depth into explaining concepts, like I'm sharing these concepts based on my idea of understanding, and I spend some time to develop these videos, to give it to you, and to build a much more deeper connection with you. Okay, since you may be watching on YouTube. So if you're able to do the same thing, long format videos, in-depth video tutorials, you will have much better quality audience. It does not matter how many millions of followers you have. You may not even have millions of followers. That's fine. But even if you have 1,000 followers, even if you have 100 followers, and if those 100 people are watching your videos till the end, that is a deep connection with your audience. There are some channels I know on YouTube, they have millions of followers, but it's just entertainment channels. There is no proper education. It's not going to change anyone's life. And if you're an educator, go in depth, long form. And I would suggest that you prioritize YouTube as one of the main platforms, because all the other platforms like Instagram and Facebook, everything gets lost in the news feed. It is not discoverable. It is not searchable. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and it's better for you to be building your assets over here. When I say assets, digital assets or video assets. Okay. The next one is, I see Google advertising coming back. Okay. That was a time when Google ads, everyone started to move into Facebook ads. Facebook ads still works, there's no doubt. Even for me, I do a good bit of Facebook advertising. But the next decade, because Facebook and Google are competing platforms in the advertising space, Google is improving also their platform. So I would like all of you to consider YouTube ads. I want all of you to consider the search-based ads, because you are fulfilling a demand. Google ads is demand fulfillment, and Facebook is more like demand generation. where you're actually, just think about it. The psychology of somebody on Facebook is they're just casually browsing, and then they see your ad, they click on the banner, and then they come. They get into your lead system. Whereas Google ads, let's say YouTube, somebody's actually searching for something on YouTube and they're consuming content on YouTube. Somebody is on YouTube. The mindset of a person on YouTube is either they're there for entertainment or they're there for learning in-depth stuff. So if you're able to show up below the videos, or you're able to run YouTube ads targeting people who are already searching for, information that they're looking for, that's the best way to show up in front of them. So go long format on YouTube videos and run Google ads to promote your best videos to show up in front of the right audience. Okay. And finally, then the number 7th trend that I see moving into the next decade is alliancing with influencers. Okay. So if you're able to find influencers, if you're able to build partnerships and alliances with influencers, where it's a win-win situation for both of you, that is huge. So influencer marketing is huge. There are many platforms. If you just go and type of influencer marketing platforms on Google, you'll be able to see that there are many influencer marketing platforms out there where you can go in there, you can register yourself, you can tap into influencers, you can pay them, like $50, $100 for them to shout out about your brand, shout out about your products, and that's a faster way to and a much more cost-effective way for you to bring out your brand out to the marketplace. I'm testing a few of those campaigns right now because over the last 10 years, a lot of influencers have been built. Okay, I'm talking about platforms like YouTube, Instagram, as well as Facebook. These are like the big platforms, and podcasters as well. Now you can go to these platforms, influencer marketing platforms, and pay them, because you know what? Many influencers are broke. Even though they may have millions of followers, most of them don't have a business idea. So they have registered many influencers. Now they're making money by partnering with influencer marketing agencies or marketing platforms. So this is also a trend of the future, which I would like all of you to watch. So what I would like you to do is, considering these 7 different trends that I shared with you, which trend do you think is the most relevant for you? Please share in the comment box. I would like to know, out of these 7 trends, which one are you going to be working on and going deep into to really build your presence online? Okay, so I'm going to be signing off right now. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you want to be a part of my community, which is one of the world's largest communities of knowledge givers, which is called the Internet Lifestyle Hub. You can see the logo over there. It's a really cool logo. Yeah, go and check it out. I would like you to go to this website, sis.co/formula, and watch my 45 minutes video just to understand what does it take to be a knowledge giver in this digital age. And I'm also going to teach you how you can take your knowledge and make it into a super profitable business in the next 90 days. I look forward to serving you, and I want to welcome you into my community. Keep watching out for more of my videos. Cheers. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. Stay positive. And use these 7 ideas to stay ahead of the curve. See you, and bye-bye.